Okay, ladies, happy spring. Today we are in for a special treat. Today we are going body wave full lace wig. Now, I always feel so special and spoiled when I get a full lace wig because, oh my gosh, there's so much versatility in this. It's like, this is really what it feels like to have a wig that feels like it's coming out of your scalp. Today I've teamed up with Remy Forte and I sent this gorgeous girl over and I am going to show you how I install and style her from start to finish. As I mentioned, this is a 24-inch long body wave full lace wig. All of the details as well as a direct link and a coupon code are in the description box. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look and the whole details, keep on watching. Okay, jumping right into it. This is the packaging from Remy Forte. This is our gorgeous girl and they did include a brown wig cap, so they definitely understood the assignment. As far as the wig goes, this is a body wave full lace human hair wig. This one is 24 inches in length and any additional details are in the description box, but it is 180% density. This is a look at the full scope of the wig. If you've never dealt with a full lace wig before, I kind of want to make sure you understand. I cut off the back half of the lace first because once you put the wig on, it's going to be very impossible to cut the lace off in the back and like behind your ears without cutting into the actual wig, and we definitely are not doing that. So before I put it on, I'm definitely going to go in and buff in foundation. This is because we have lace in the entire wig and we want to be able to part her however we want and the wig actually match our complexion. So that is a great thing to tint the lace underneath. That way it'll be easy to make this one look super flawless. Here I'm just playing with the wig. I'm showing you guys a little bit of the parting. Absolutely gorgeous. This one gives a very soft, sexy, feminine vibe just straight off the back. I am a bust down middle part kind of girl, so that's kind of what I'm aiming for. And this is a look at the hair from the back. Definitely going to do sideburns today, so I pulled mine forward and I am just thinning them out so that they can be a lot more natural. And I'm going to do every step on the opposite side, which you can hardly see, so I'm sorry about that, but you guys get the point. I'm going to go in and snatch the hairline as a beginning step, and I'm just going to do the dynamic duo, which is the wax stick paired with the electric hot comb. And the reason I'm doing this is just because, look, you guys seen how it looked before. It was really nice, but this gives a very finished, sleek, laid, snatched look in the front, and it also makes it a lot easier to like pluck, tweeze, install when the hairline is nice and sleek like this. So here I am, and I'm just going to take my time and decide on a layout for the baby hair. You guys know I love the two swoops, like one on each side, and then I like to match it up with the sideburns, and then I added a little piece in between because with the two swoops and then the two sideburns there was like a little empty gap, which is fine, but I did add that little piece. So once I got it how I liked it, I did go ahead and tweeze each of those sections, and I even tweezed the center just to open up the parting just a little bit more. Then I went ahead and like twisted them down because it's easy for those to get cut off, and you definitely don't want to do that. So like twist them together and pin them back. That way you can go in and cut off all the lace without accidentally removing or cutting off your baby hair that you've worked so hard on. So now that that's done, I want you to see how this one definitely fits glueless. A great step from here is to make sure that your own hairline is smooth, and you do that with edge control. Of course, I'm using mine from bedeckbeauty.com, and I just like to go ahead and basically lay down my edges and my hairline. Think about how curly yours gets no matter what your texture is, and how like thick and full they probably are. Even if they're thin, it's gonna lay a lot flatter on your hairline if those are nice and flat and smooth. So basically that's why I did that. Now I'm going in to just go ahead and do a glueless install. You guys know I do not use glue as a personal preference, but I do like to use extra hold hairsprays along the hairline, and this is going to melt it down and give me a light hold that I will be able to maintain. And it also makes it so that if I'm wearing a glueless wig, once you go ahead and melt it down that first time, you can get away with putting it on and off like a glove, and it'll kind of like form to your head for a few days before you got to touch it up. Now I'm going in to just form the baby hair. It's a great option to go in with the pencil flat iron and make these like wispy, but I just didn't think think it was necessary because the hair was such a good texture that I knew that once I go ahead and like form the baby hair and melt it down, it'll still lay fluffy and it'll just be molded to the shape that I like. And I'm just taking my time and just finding the look that I really like. And of course, on any day when you don't want baby hair, you can send all this back, add a little bit of edge control or even your wax, and it'll look like you have no baby hair at all. Once I got my desired look, I went ahead and put on the melt belt, and I'm going to go ahead and work on the end of the hair. I gave it a light brush with the unbrush to make sure that there was no craziness going on. You always want to brush your hair out and see like if it's going to shed and fall out, or you know, just what's really going on. Is it going to be a tangly wig? You kind of can get a good idea of what you're working with if, you know, any of those red flags pop up straight out of the box. And I definitely didn't have any issues here. Here I am doing the dynamic duo in the parting. This is the same thing we did to snatch the hairline. We also want to snatch out the parting that we chose. And I'm just using that wax generously and then going in and just pressing it out until it is flat and smooth and as tame as I like it. Once I got the look I wanted, I went ahead and removed the melt belt. And then, of course, because I had the melt belt on top, there was a little piece of the parting that needed to be touched up as well. And you guys know I like to like train the hair to go back and then up like a flip over. For some reason, this is like my staple go-to look when it comes to the hairline, especially with a center part. Now I was about to tint the lace, but I didn't really like the way that looked for some reason. Looking at it like now at a playback, it was perfect. So I don't know why I didn't like it, but of course you can always switch up if you don't like, you know, the product you use, especially when using foundations to tint your lace. So I went in with the Ruby Kisses in the shade 16, and this is a mineral foundation. Buffed it in generously, like very generously, to like pack it in until I got the desired look. Once I got it how I liked it, I did go in with a cream concealer in the parting, and maybe that's why I really wanted something a little bit heavier. And I just went ahead and packed that in the entire parting, and then I'm gonna go on top of that and set it with that powder that I used originally. Be sure to press it in, especially when you're using thicker products like a cream concealer, because it will kind of sit on top and look unnatural. Now I'm gonna go in and just kind of play with the lace. I told you guys this is a full lace wig, so the beauty in that is that you can do like ponytails and there is baby hair in the back. So I did kind of want to show you that just a little bit. You guys know I typically don't wear my hair in ponytails and buns up high, so I definitely can work on improving my skill with making the back of my wigs look a lot more natural. But the one thing you can do is pull it down, use the comb to tuck under your braids, and then kind of like play with it and pull any hair down to cover up your actual hair, and then kind of play with those baby hairs that they provided back there. You can definitely take a pencil flat iron and curl those to make them look a little bit more natural, and that is a great option to be able to have a full lace wig that you can literally do ponytails, buns, half up, half down with, and it'll look super natural. But today I am going to wear it down and I am going to curl it. So I did pull it down and I just went ahead and sectioned it out. I'm not going to show you the entire process of the curls because of course we would be here forever. But what I will say that this one did curl like a dream and it did hold a curl. I'm using the EAP curling iron. This is an OG from Ming Lee. I'm not sure if she still sells these or not, but she definitely sent me this in PR a few years ago, and it is one of my favorite curling irons because every time I use this one, it never misses. The curls definitely hold, so it has a really nice heat to it, and I'm able to curl in medium to larger sections. And then I did use a light hold hairspray from Bedhead. That way I can make sure that the curls will last me a few days. And this is that light hold hairspray that I was talking about. I did the opposite side off camera, and again, I was a little bit generous with that product. One thing I will say is always allow your curls to dry so that they can set, and this is what it looks like when you kind of comb them out a little bit. As you guys can see, they are nice and full and long, and I absolutely love this wig. Very easy to install. I always thought that full lace wigs were hard to install, and this one proves that it can be just as simple and easy, and it fits glueless. Just definitely a super easy process to install and style. Half up, half down is probably my favorite look with this one, especially because of the length. And you guys can see I'm just kind of playing with it and deciding what I wanted to do. This looks really cute, and it's definitely on trend for me and my style. So I just wanted to give you guys an all-around look at this one, but that is pretty much it, my loves. You can check this full lace wig out on Remy Forte's website. Of course, there's a direct link down below. You also can use coupon code AB at checkout for a discount, and of course I have all the additional details down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches.